There's Gary King here at La Forêt. Got a beautiful sunset here. We've had the most incredible change in weather. So a little clip I did the other day where we were outside, it was 21 degrees. Well, all of a sudden, I don't know if you can hear this wind, we've had this Arctic shift. You know how they love to bang out these ridiculous terms, don't they? What is it? Stay home, stay safe, all that crap that they keep pushing out. So anyway, this is Arctic shift from the north, and apparently tomorrow it's going to be well, about 1 degree, something like that. But it is about time we had some cold weather, because we haven't had any cold weather for a long time, which I think is part of the reason why we've got so many flies, mosquitoes, wasps and hornets flying about, because there's nothing to kill them off. Anyway, so I'll just put my collar up here. Oh dear, it's amazing. It's like when you get used to like higher temperatures and then all of a sudden they change dramatically, as you know, it's quite a shock to the old system. But I do like the cold weather. So what I was going to say is it's probably going to be a little while before old Serge comes over again, and we're going to do our like I said, our Lennox and warning video. But I would recommend that anybody that again is interested in all this stuff, just take a little look into the backgrounds, and it's quite interesting when you look at Annie and who she's married to and who she was married to in the past. So it's an interesting subject, and like I said, not to not to pick on the person as an artist, but to kind of I guess there's a scary tree, kind of just look at things as like we've said, things aren't quite as straightforward as we like to think they are, or people like to think they are. Anyway, the other thing that we've looked into, and old Serge, of course, he's right on this one. It's quite interesting, the guy we've been watching recently, and I didn't realise that the City of London, even though that we know that the City of London is an entity to itself, but I didn't realise that the City of London has its own set of rules which do not apply, apparently do not apply, to people on the outskirts of the City of London. So a completely different set of rules. So when you walk across that line into the City of London, where there's a certain so-called secret society which everybody knows about, it's just about everywhere, right? You no longer, how'd you put it? Basically, the rules don't apply to you anymore. And I also wasn't aware that, and of course it's all a lot of old bullshit anyway, but that the royals are not welcome in the City of London. I would assume that is I would assume that's if they're not invited. I don't know. But anyway, old Sergi sent me this thing the other day about these big rise in hiring policeman officers for the City of London, right? And there were some memes that went out about it, and they all look pretty legit to me. But why all of a sudden they've had this massive push to bring in all these bods to join the police force in the City of London? Not on the outskirts, but in the City of London. So we're going to do a thing about that. He's really looked into it. It's quite an interesting thing as well. And also, why they are wearing more old-style Victorian helmets. And he told me a funny story about why the policeman's helmet, you know, the silly-looking one, why it is shaped like that. And I never knew that, but anyway, he'll go into that. But it's an interesting subject, and I won't even hint to what it's about. But it's like, come on, don't be so silly. And he said it's the stupidest thing he's ever heard, and he was in it for years. But anyway, why are they suddenly making this so-called push to bring in all these people to be part of the control system. So I just thought I'd do a quick thing about this. It's such a beautiful night, as you can probably see, and it got cold, and I love this. It has got cold. There's our lovely old scary tree there, but it's again, it's all interesting stuff. And I had a great day today. I had old Ekmat, my old neighbour Raf, over here doing some recording, and he's actually quite a clever bloke, really, to be honest with you. And then I did Steve Michael. I did the podcast with him, which is probably going to be out on Wednesday. I just think that we've got to keep throwing this stuff out, guys and girls. You know, we've got to keep this energy going. It's one, you know, some of the guys that we watch, you know, they make you laugh, and if it makes you laugh, then it's got to be good, isn't it, at the end of the day, even though it's all very dark subject and all this kind of stuff. Here we are. I don't know if you can see the sign, probably not now. La Forêt, half of it's been cut down, but yeah, it's all good stuff. So hopefully over the next few weeks, old Serge will be over again, and he's been doing a load of research on Annie, and of course I'm doing it on my new favourite band, The Warning. What is The Warning, as you know? So yeah, it's just a quick little update, really. And like we've said, very strange weather. It's been incredibly hot, and now we've got this real cold spell coming in, which is just what we need, to be totally honest with you. So I'm just going to go and put my chickens to bed. Hope everybody's doing good, and we'll catch up with you soon.